continuation of the questions. Continuation of the questions. Second question. In India, the so-called low caste have been treated cruelly for a long time. Who advised Bama to fight against the prejudice? When and how? Bama's brother advised Bama to study hard and prepare herself as a worthy citizen because Bama's brother Anand told her that only through education she could break out the shackles of discrimination prevailing in the society. Even the narrator has given this, I mean, an indication in the stories, both the stories, that the untouchability and social stigma, social discrimination can be rooted out only through education. We see that an elderly man from the street of the narrator was carrying a packet with the help of a syringe, that he was not supposed to touch the food that he was carrying. It was just because they believed that touching that food would defile and pollute them. So it is just the feeling of the so-called upper caste people. They don't, I mean, like to eat the food touched by the low caste people. So this clearly suggests that there is a social stigma, and these prejudices between the caste discrimination are the main causes of such kind of scenario. Therefore, Anand, the brother of Obama, advised her to study hard, to excel in study, and then prove herself that she could be capable of living a worthy life. Bama found this situation funny, but her brother told her that there was nothing funny. It is a serious matter, and the carrying of the packet by the elderly man with the help of the strings was the instruction of the landlord. And the upper caste people believed that low caste people should not touch them, even though they were supposed to do whatever they were asked to do. So that is how Aman advised Bama to study hard, take care of her, I mean, career and education, and prove herself worthy of living a quality life. And then only they could throw away all these, inequalities and social stigma, and they can root out these indignities prevailing in the society. And the last question of the day: what are the similarities in the lives of Bama and Jitikasa, though they belong to a different culture? Yeah, the struggle against identity, or the struggle for identity and against oppression faced by the marginalized communities is the common thread between the lives of Bama and Jitkalasa. Jitkalasa and Bama both were faced with the similar kind of situation. Jitkalasa was taken away from her mother, and an alien culture was forced upon her. She got embarrassed and craved for freedom. She badly needed her mother. She yearned for freedom. Bama also faced the similar kind of situation. She faced the embarrassment. She belonged to a low caste community, and she learned that they were stripped of all the honor and dignity by the so-called upper class people. Another common thing between them was the way both reacted to the situation. They didn't easily, surrender to the situation. They didn't easily, accepted the situation. They fought against this discrimination. They just, fought against this exploitations. They refused to bow down before such discrimination, and their fight against discrimination was the common thing in both the stories. Jit Kalasa also fought against the cutting of her hair by by the teacher or by the white woman. She didn't, I mean, accepted the the culture that was prevailing in that school. She felt embarrassed, and she disliked the way the girls were dressed up, and the way they were in the skirts and fitting shoes. She didn't like the way they were dressed up. She didn't like the way of the culture that was forced upon her. In the similar way, Bama also disliked the, you know, the caste and, deprivation, the caste system prevailing in her, village. The people of her community were not allowed to touch the food, carried to the landlord. They were not allowed to live a quality life. They were always, forced to suffer the social stigma. They were also compelled to live a life of indignity. They were not having the opportunity to prove themselves worthy. But Bama, as Anan, her brother, had advised, she excelled in study. She studied hard. She stood first in her class and proved herself that she could do what her previous generation could not do. And that is why she quoted that, as Anand urged, I stood first in the class and many of them became my friends. So that line suggests that when you have ability to excel in studies, when you have ability to change the scenario, when you have guts to fight against discrimination, when you have ability and courage to voice concern against any kind of social stigma and injustice, you are sure to change the scenario. And that is how both the girls, Bama and Jitikalasa, have fought against discrimination and have not surrendered to the circumstances. Rather, they have fought against discrimination, they have fought against indignities, they have fought against humiliation, and they have proved themselves that they were like any other children. They have every right to live a life of freedom and expression. They could no longer bear out the exploitation by the other other children. They could not, tolerate the injustice done to them as their forefathers could tolerate. And thus the changing scenario is an inspiration for the people that no more the children should be exploited in the name of caste, creed, religion, or any other discrimination. Every child has a right to prove herself worthy of living a quality life, and that can be done only through education. And that is what both the studies suggest, that though caste discrimination, caste discrimination such as untouchability, prejudices still prevail in the modern society, there are people who still, believe in the caste discrimination and prejudices. But to a great extent, the scenario has changed in modern era. The people have accepted this fact that whoever has a capability to prove in the field of education, whoever has the guts to fight against discrimination and prejudices, can be worthy of living a quality life. And that is what the modern society has shown, that equal opportunity must be given to any child in the field of education and learning, and whatsoever may be the caste of that child, it doesn't matter. Therefore, the modern society is an example of the fight against injustice and the social stigma such as untouchability and caste discrimination, which had prevailed for so many years in the past. But now it has become the talk of the past, and people have now changed their mindset and have accepted this fact that education can give equal opportunity to everybody and can help bring out a healthy generation. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead.